In this video, I'll be reviewing the Canon imageCLASS MF3010 printer that I had the chance to test out. So I'll talk to you about what I liked and what I disliked about this model. So let's get started right away. Now, it's always hard to show you the results through a camera lens. But what I can tell you is that this printer, which is a laser printer that prints in black and white, prints some quite acceptable results. I would say good results, not fantastic. Obviously, this printer does not have a very high resolution, which means that if you look very closely, it's fine for text, but do not print any sorts of graphics that you need high details, because it will all look mushy. This one is not made to print pictures or high detail graphics. Some casual ones like that one are pretty fine, but nothing more. Anything that is text will be clear without any smudges, and it will be sharp enough for almost all applications. Now, it's important to note that this printer does not print on both sides of the page. Unfortunately, it does not have this feature. One thing that I liked is that it has a scanner on the top. It does not take much space, as you see. It's scanning. I was able to scan up to 600 dpi on my PC, which is plenty enough for anything that has some text, some graphics, and even some pictures, because this scanner is able to scan in color, although this printer will not print in color. Maybe one of the downside of this scanner is that it's only able to scan up to letter size paper. So this is a regular US letter size and it will fit perfectly on it. But don't try to scan anything legal size or larger. It won't fit. The paper tray is located on the bottom of the printer. What I like about it is that it's able to hold up to 150 sheets of paper, which is great if you intend to use this in a business environment. What I dislike though is that the paper is sticking out. As you see here, you cannot close this lid when paper is there. You absolutely need to keep it open at all time, unless you remove the paper, lower this, and then you'll be able to close it. But if you do this, you won't be able to print, which defeats the purpose. I wish the paper was completely hidden inside of the printer. Now the paper tray for the output is over here. You need to open this small slot and then pull back this plastic tray. It looks a bit cheap looking and it sticks out. I don't know if you like this design. Obviously, I would have preferred the paper to come out to the top, so it does not take more space than it should. This printer has a very tiny screen right over there, and that didn't bother me that much because it has very few options anyway. You can select with the second button here the contrast of your scan, or if you want to scan some ID cards, you have this option as well. And finally, you can enlarge or make your scan smaller. Unfortunately, for the main menu, it's hard to know what these letters and number means. You absolutely need to go on their website where the manual is to check and adjust the settings. But rest assured, you don't need to adjust any of these in normal time. So you may not even need to press any of these buttons. Usually, when the screen is small, I don't like it, but in this case, again, since it does not have many features, you won't even need to use really this screen, so it's acceptable. One thing that I wish that this printer had is Wi-Fi. Unfortunately, the only way to print is using a basic USB cable that is included in the box that you'll connect to your PC or Mac computer. It does not work with a smartphone, which is a shame in this day and age. But to be fair, this printer is already about 10 years old on the market. So, there's many other options if you need Wi-Fi. If you're fine connecting your cable to your PC, I think this does a pretty good job. It's basic, it does not have many complicated features, and for a printer that has a scanner on the top and that is a laser printer, I think the size-wise it's okay. It's not the smallest, but I don't think somebody will complain about its size. Again, for me, the biggest downside is the lack of Wi-Fi. I'll put some Amazon links in the description down below if you want to get it from Amazon. Every time you get one from my links, I get a small commission and it supports my channel. Do I recommend this printer? Well, it depends. It's not a yes and it's not a no. It's only a yes if you have a desktop station where this printer will stay there and will not move and will stay connected to your computer all the time. It's also a yes if you need a printer that prints relatively fast. It takes about 8 seconds for the moment you press the print button on your computer to get something printed. If you want to get a laser printer for home usage, I suggest you get one with Wi-Fi because there's a good chance that you'll want to print from another room, or you're going to buy a smartphone, you're going to want to print a PDF file you received on it, and this won't be able to do it. I'll put links in the description. Laser printer that have a Wi-Fi module inside so you can use them with your smartphone. I know that Canon makes some of them, HP, and also Brothers. Thanks for watching. I hope this was useful. If so, please leave a like, subscribe, also leave a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video.